Hello. Today we're going to go over some features in Word, including headers and footers, page numbers, bullets, search and replace, inserting images, text wrapping, tables, borders for tables, sorting, using review and comments, resetting page margins, and printing PDFs. So let's open up a document that has some text on it already, and we're going to use this one to work with. If I want to add a header or a footer, I would click on the Insert tab and then go over to Header or Footer. Once I'm there, I can choose what I want, and then I can either type my text or I can add page numbers as well. I can add page numbers in two places. Now that I have my Header and Footer Tools tab open, I have a Design tab up here, and I do have a page number drop down. I could choose that. Or I can go back to Insert and I can choose a page number from this menu as well. Once I have my page number, I can type in my text, and on page 2 you can see that it went to page 2. I can do the same with the drop down with my footer. I'm going to close my header and footer, and I'm going to move on to bullets. Right now I have a few bullets in my paper, and as you can see when I highlighted them, that my bullets icon is highlighted as well. If I clicked on this, the bullets would go away and my bullets icon would turn white again, and then if I click on it again, my bullets would reappear. If I click on the drop down, I can choose different bullets if I would like. Once I've started a bullet, I can always press enter and I could add more bullets. Right now this paper is about Southwest, but let's say I wanted to change the paper to be about JetBlue. If I click on Home, I have some options over here in the right hand side of the screen of the menu bar. If I click on Replace, it's going to ask me what I want to find and what I want to replace it with. So I can type in Southwest and I can replace with JetBlue. I can replace one at a time, or I can replace all. Once it's done, it'll tell you how many replacements it's made, and then I can click OK. If I just wanted to find something, I can click on the Find tab and type it in. It would highlight the next time it says that text. You can also insert an image. I can do that in the Insert tab. I can click on Picture, and I could use pictures from my library, from my desktop, wherever I'd like. Once I have a picture there, I can resize it by using any one of the boxes in the corners. And now I have my picture. When I select my picture, I have a new tab. It's called Picture Tools Format. And if I click here, if I see here in the middle, there's a wrap text icon. If I click on this drop down, I can choose how I want my text to be wrapped around my image. So I'm going to choose square. And now that I've done that, when I move my image, the text will wrap around it depending on where I place it. I can also add a table. That's also in the Insert tab. And Table, when I click on the drop down, I have options about how many columns and how many rows. And then I could add my text. Just putting in some text there to show you how to sort in a second. But right now, if I click, after I type in my text, if I click on this little box in the top left-hand corner of my table, I select the entire table, and then I can right-click on it and go down to Borders and Shading. And under Borders and Shading, I can change what kind of borders I have and where my borders are. You can see I can choose it along the left-hand side here. I can choose my styles in the middle here. And then I could choose by clicking where I want those styles. Once I'm all done, I can click OK, and as you can see, my table has changed with these little lines and the single lines on top. Once I'm done, if I wanted to sort, I would go back to Home after I've selected my text, and then I can click A to Z. I get a new window popping up, and it says, do I have a header row or no header row? In this case, I do have a header row. I can choose by ascending or descending, how I want, and then I can click OK. And as you can see, it alphabetized it for me. I can do the same thing with bullets or lines. I can click A to Z, no header row in this case, and then click OK, and my bullets will have alphabetized themselves. If you're sharing documents with colleagues or your classmates, I can also review and comment them. So if I click on the Review tab, I can do a few things here. One of them is to track changes. If I click on this icon, that means anything that I do will be tracked, so the next person sees it. When I am looking at something that's already been tracked, I can go to this Accept icon, click on the drop down, and I can accept one at a time, or I can accept all changes in the document. Once you're done with tracking changes, I can click on this icon again, and my changes will not be tracked anymore. But if I have a question, I want to comment on something, I can just highlight the text that I want to comment on, and then click on the New Comment icon, and then add my comment in the box. If my page margins are incorrect, I can go to my Page Layout tab. Oops, sorry. You have to be out of the comments in order for it to be active. And click on my Margins icon. So I have my margins. I went into Page Layout and Margins. Here I can choose some that are already set, different margins, or I can click on Custom Margins, and I can change my margins here. And once I'm done, I can click OK. As you can see, my margins have changed. After I'm all done, if I wanted to, I can go to File and Save As, and I can save it as a Word document. Word 2003, I can save it as an active Word an up-to-date Word document, or I could go down to PDF and save it as a PDF as well. Once it's a PDF, you can't edit it. Make sure you save it as a Word document if you'd like to continue editing after it is saved. If you have any questions, you can contact Learning Support, stopping by Calkins 106. You can also call us at 516-463-7777, or you can email us at learningsupport@hofstra.edu. Thank you.